Welcome, Cancer, to your spirit messages, what you need to know right now from your divine team. We're going to start off with oracle cards, and then I'm going to pull additional different oracle cards to get further clarification and insight and information about the messages your divine team want you to know now. If at any point this reading does not resonate with you, it just means that this reading is not for you at this time. And please, if you want to, just have a look at either your moon, ascendant, rising, or your Venus signs. Perhaps those messages are more relevant to you at this time. So let's get going. Let's start with this first card, Cancer. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Now, this is a very strong message, Cancer, because how many of us do this? Because we don't fit in, we absolutely turn down and dim that special, unique part of us, and we start being something we're not, and holding opinions and friendships that don't really reflect who we are in order to fit in. Now, your spirit team, your divine team are telling you now, how are you doing this? How are you dimming your brilliant, brilliant, unique light so that you feel you can fit in? You need to take a long, long look at it. The next card we get here is Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So your entire team, I want you to please have a look at this card. The whole Council of Light, your entire team have now gathered. They are now holding council. They are not happy about this. They are not happy about you dimming your light. Now, this dimming of your light could be in various aspects. It could be in your relationship. It could be at work. It could be in your social circle. It could be even within your family. Sometimes when we feel so different, we just crush and bury that part of us that is so unique and special so that we can just fit in. But this is your divine team are telling you right now, this is not your time to fit in. This is your time to stand up and be who you are, the beautiful, bright, unique soul that you are. You do not need to dim, change, suppress anything about yourself in order to be accepted or to fit in. And if it means sometimes we just have to change, certain social groups or friends or whatever, it might just be a matter of that, rather than not being your true authentic self. And then we've got the card, Pleiades, Double Mission, Channeling and Uplifting Humanity. So Cancer, you've got not just a mission, you've got a double mission. And perhaps this is why you feel you have to dim your light. Perhaps because you know that you need to be working in something quite big in terms of channeling and uplifting humanity. And perhaps the people around you don't recognize this kind of work, or perhaps the people around you don't support that. And it's just easy for you to crush that calling rather than to stand up and really work in what you're meant to do, or contribute in what you're meant to do. So I think if you're able to, and do this slowly and carefully and gently for yourselves, dear Cancerians, just see where you're dimming your light and where your light really wants to shine. And perhaps you can just start off by finding outlets that you don't have, where you don't have to be around the people who are not accepting of this, and it could be courses, online groups where you can contribute and read and participate in something that brings out your light and fills you up. And slowly but surely, as you build your confidence, you will be able then to not really have to dim your light at any point. But it might, if it's initially really hard for you, do it slowly. Find your feet. Yeah, they absolutely have not, they're floating. They're so high with their channeling and uplifting humanity. And I would do it as a gentle process in your own time. So I'm going to pull the oracle cards, ask your guides now, and let's see what additional messages we can get for Cancerians from the guides. First card we get is survival. Okay. Now that is really interesting, because can you see where that card is placed? Right between don't dim to fit in and counsel of light. We can only turn down our light for so long before it really starts to affect us. It starts to affect our well-being, our mental health, our spiritual health. And now for your own survival, and you have support. Look at the hands reaching down to help you. You're not alone. For your own well-being and your own survival, really, it's time for you to see how and where you can be, where you don't have to dim your light. I know it's easier said than done. That's why I said please do it slowly, and perhaps find other outlets or other ways of being in terms of people and groups where you can be more yourself. And then as your self-confidence grows, you can be with anybody and feel confident enough to be yourself. But it's a matter of survival. You cannot dim who you are forever. It's too detrimental to your well-being. Let's take another card here. Decisions, higher self. Okay. So your higher self has come through and look how stark this card is amongst all of us. And look at the beautiful picture here. You see this decision? You're being pulled in two directions. This little blue person's pulling one way, and this other little green person is pulling the other way. It's your higher self has just stepped in and said, it's time to make a decision. Who is going to look after you if you don't? Who is going to have your back if you don't? Right now, you have to do what's right for you. And that does not mean making yourself small to fit in and keep everybody around you happy. Okay? Cancerians, slowly take the step forward. You have your entire team around you, loving you and guiding you. Seek out the right groups, the right people to help you along your path, because you're meant to be doing some really big uplifting and channeling work. Right, we're now going to take the romance angels to see what messages we can get about your love life at this time. Right, let's see, Cancerian. So first card we get is separation. Time from your partner is time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this could be a partner in love, a romantic partner. This could be a partner in terms of a friendship. It could be a partner in terms of work. It could be any partner that you have a lot of strong feelings to. And perhaps this separation is because perhaps this partner is not allowing you, or perhaps you feeling like you're not allowing yourself to be your true authentic self for some reason. Now please know this is separation. It does not mean forever. I am quite sure, my dear Cancerians, is that when you stand strong in your beautiful light and say, this is who I am, this is what I believe, and this is who I stand, what I stand for, people are going to accept you and love you. It's about when you start making yourself small, it's about what you're doing to you. Understand? So it might be difficult for people initially. Of course, it's there's a whole new Cancerian in town. It's so it might be difficult for them initially, and perhaps you might need some time apart, even if you might have to, if it's a very good friend or family members, just a little time apart so they can understand where you're coming from and you can find your feet, and then you can get back together, and you can tell them, this is me, this is what I believe, this is what I want to do, this is what I stand for. And I promise you, if love is there, love will always be there. So let's see what the next card we can gather from our romance angels. Playfulness. Okay. So amongst all of this heavy kind of message, because it's like a really quite intense message, isn't it, Cancer? Your romance angels are telling you to be playful. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Now, you're going to ask me, how do you do that with all this going on? You just do. Yes, there's a lot going on, but it's a beautiful lot going on, because you're really coming into your own. You're letting your light shine. And during the process, there might be a little bit of rocky periods here and there. This might not even happen. It might not even happen. These are all just possibilities. But allow yourself some time to have some fun, to enjoy yourself. It doesn't all have to be intense. No, these are big things, but these, of course, are messages from Spirit. They are going to be deep and meaningful. But there is always room, especially from your divine team, there is always room for fun and playfulness. So don't forget to incorporate that as you go through the process. So the last cards I'm taking are messages from the Spirit Animal deck. Now these are energies that your divine team and your spirit team want you to incorporate now that'll assist you in this process. So the first card we get is the Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. Now this is a very interesting card. This is a very interesting card. This card is telling us that actually every way you look at things, there is truth in it. There is truth in it. So when we look at this whole scenario, every bit of this is about you, Cancerian, and parts of you. So this part of you that you had to dim so that you could belong is true. It's a true part of you. There was a reason that you did that. This part of you that has got this double mission, this beautiful mission to channel and uplift humanity, is also true. These are all parts of you that are true, that lead you to the bigger picture of who you are and where you're going. So nothing is wrong. Nothing just happens randomly. Everything happens for a reason that is going to take you to the next level. And your higher self is telling you it's time now for you to decide what is right for you. And if that means taking some time to be playful, if that means just taking some time to really connect with channeling and how you can uplift and help humanity, you do it. Because every aspect of this is part of you, and it's all leading you to where you're meant to be going. And the last card that we get from our spirit animals is the Snake Spirit. It's time to heal. Okay, so there will definitely be a healing period of here, as you can see, but it makes complete and utter sense because of we mentioned that by keeping your light dim and keeping yourself small, and by the process of coming back to being confident and happy and in your skin, if there is a healing process, and just allow yourself to go through it, give yourself a bit of a chance to be playful in between. And everything will happen in divine and perfect timing. So are your messages, my dear Cancerians. Please take care of yourselves.